Hello there, welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is a Renaissance Dark Ages board. There's quite a bit going on here, despite what looks like a pretty low village count board. The main thing being delay, which is that for 0, basically just costs a buy. You can set aside an action card from your hand at the start of next turn, play it. Barge is draw, that gives you both cards and a buy, so it works really well with delay. We have some extra buys in Forger, Scrap, and Stockpile. We have a little help from Necropolis. So the question here is whether but it should be noted that like Groom Stockpile stuff, just as a money deck, is also probably pretty quick. Oh, and Animal Fair can also give buys if we empty some supply piles, so it can also be used potentially for like as a pseudo village. But you would need quite a bit of empty piles before that worked. So it's pretty. It should work. It's just gonna be a little bit hard to track everything. Not track everything, but to play it all really nicely. I think Groom looking to gain a stockpile on the reshuffle is pretty good for trying to hit. Maybe go Groom Stockpile. It gives us a chance to buy a barge, but also to gain one of the trashers. Or vice versa, depending on how we... Well, that didn't vice versa. It doesn't really make sense in this context, but... let's try and build a little bit just to get a look at what the delay stuff can do. There's another interaction here between Rogue and Scrap, which could allow you to trash things and then gain them back, and trash them and gain them back. Thing you could do with, say, a Catacombs. If you don't want the silvers, maybe you could do it with a Catacombs and just get the 5 bonuses, or you can do it with gold and you would get all the bonuses. Certainly a board that you could make Forger worth quite a lot on, or worth 4 on. But like I said, there is a real risk that the AI money thing is sufficiently quick here. Okay, so we miss on the Groom, but we are compensated pretty nicely. Wait, I need to do this differently. Fortunately, it's not a... So Stockpile gives us a plus buy, so we can delay the Necropolis, buy another barge. So we already have the plus action here. So in this instance, if we hadn't delayed the Necropolis, we would have been able to delay something. But that's a bit of a bummer that we didn't find the other barge. But I guess that's life. I'm going to probably... I don't think I want a second Groom too soon. If we had found the other barge, that would have ruled. Now the question is, do we want... Wait, the AI already bought Reap. Oh man, this is... So they did Animal Fair Groom on the opening, which makes quite a bit of sense. They're going to be very fast here. Let me think about the buy. Do we want another stockpile yet? Or do we just want to go for trashing for a little bit until we're thinner? I'm going to take the stockpile just because it's pretty nice for the delays themselves. Okay. Yeah, the AI for sure is moving. Now we could also just try and do money-ish thing. I think I'm gonna delay both of these. So unfortunately the stockpiles will be gone, though at that point we can pick up this is a bummer. Yet again, we don't find either the barges. So we're getting closer to a point where this might be an issue. But we'll soldier on. Why isn't a state? That's quite strange. We could just barge and do delay on the horse and not play any. Well, there are a few different things we could do here. I don't really know what's left. Okay, they're on the provinces. Yeah, we have to get a stockpile here. They're moving. Okay. Don't know how many. It's a little unfortunate. Well, it's really unfortunate, right? We didn't find the horse. I maybe shouldn't have played this in this manner. Actually, I'm trying to think if we should forage or just delay the forager. Okay. We can also get an animal fair. The main thing that was sad was not finding the horse. Okay. Okay. I remain a little bit afraid of our ability to get through all this. Kind of want a rogue. Kind of wish I had 11. But we don't. Get our draw up a little bit here. Rogue is probably pretty bad. Okay. And get the there is a if you have more stockpiles, there's a stockpile trick you can do here. I don't actually have enough stockpiles that it probably matters at all. You can get this. You can use Rogue to get stockpile back, and then, which is pretty cute. I unfortunately don't really have enough stockpiles to make it work super well. But you can basically, I didn't see this until just now. You can keep freeing your stockpiles from the discard, which is pretty neat. And if we were a little cleaner, it might be worth doing. Maybe actually, we still will probably win this. Yeah. We get another Vagrant. Should we get another Groom? Another horse? Not a horse, another scrap. Let's just go with the Vagrant for now because I'm not really sure where we're landing in all this. We really need to find the Necropolis, which the Vagrants can draw, so that's cool. Let's get the stockpile in the trash. I don't know that we'll ever get the gold necessarily here, but maybe this turn I'll gain the catacombs back and wait on the stockpile until we have both the timing of the stockpile stuff is such that you can, well, I don't know what I'm about to say. I think it's nonsense. There probably is a point where the animal fairs makes sense to get to, but we just double now. I don't know if we're going to get there on a double here. I haven't been watching the AI's turns. They still have like 3 stockpiles in the deck, which is crazy. If we double now and they single, it just doesn't give us a lot of turns. Whereas if we do start taking the duchies, we may get a few more turns. For some more information anyway. We can build to triple on the next turn. I don't know if that's possible. We're just triple. Let's say they just single. If we triple, we're at 9 and we triple, that puts us at 27 to 33. So we would need to, yeah, that's not great. I mean, if they province over the next 2 turns, we're probably just lost anyway. I'm just going to buy these and hope some of the vagrants draw. Oh, and they have barge. Great. They may even double here, to be perfectly honest, if they get lucky enough. Okay. I don't know when we're actually supposed to play the vagrants. None of these did much for us, but could gain a groom now for estate stuff at the end or over a couple turns. We haven't. Oh, the supplies aren't even in the deck, right? Yeah. We're going to have the buys, so that's not a problem. Okay. Well, this is going to be... at least a little dicey. We should play the scrap. I think we could save it, or we could delay it, I mean. How many acts do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we should play it. Okay. Actually, what did I do with this scrap? New plan. Wait, did I gain coin? No. Gonna gain coin. We want to buy province. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is good. And I think I do want the silver. That's not clear, but... I don't know, they drew barge again. That's so lucky. I'm so mad. They hit it 8 exact 2 turns in a row off finding barges that didn't collide, and that's infuriating. Like, it's actually infuriating. Anyway, there's still 12, 17, 23 points left, so there's technically enough points left if they don't duchy. But if they duchy, then it's over. And even if they double estate, it's over. Single estate, it's still possible, I think. 6, 18, 22. No, single estate loses as well. So we have to win this turn, which I don't think there's any way. But we'll try. I just don't think we're going to have enough money. I maybe should have gotten some animal fairs instead of doing the vagrant stuff. Though. It's hard to say. We would need $28. No. We don't have anything close to this much money. That's a huge bummer. Okay. They're gonna have a state. That sucks so much that they got province here. Though even if they had gotten duchy estate, it still would have been very tough. This kills me. So we can forager for... So if we put this stockpile in the trash, it just gives us $2 extra, so that's not worth it. We did get that lucky bit of... Or that bit was lucky. Okay, so we're going to... That's a pretty good turn, you know. I mean, it is a pretty good turn. What is it? Is it only $2 short? No, because it's like $5 or it's like $4 short. Because you have to buy. I do have to buy the estate. This. If I had the duchy, yeah, it was $4 short still. Oh, that's so sad. I really do feel like the engine should be good enough here. Though I can admit that the money is like super fast. Or can be super fast. Yeah, if they have like 2 fewer points and there was a province left, we would have just won. So if they miss province on either one of those 2 turns, I'm so mad. Sometimes I get here and I just sort of stare at it like like what? Like there's gonna be the universe is gonna rearrange itself so that I didn't lose the game. But unfortunately, I guess I could have played the foragers first. I guess I could have gotten more money. I did probably do the order wrong with the rogue and the foragers. Though there was some, well, no. The stockpiles were already in my deck. Never mind. I gained catacombs, not the. So the only other thing would have been to get an animal fair. We'll have to check that line. That'll be the line to check. Um, let's go look at that. Though I kind of doubt I get everything else if I do it that way. These 2 turns make me so mad. They have, I think they only had 1 barge. How many barges did they have? They have 1 barge, so they play the barge. They play the barge at the end of this shuffle. No, not here. They play the barge at the end of this shuffle. They hit 8 exactly. They reshuffle their, well, okay, they may have more. They may have had another stockpile that they chose not to play, to be fair. But they shuffle their deck. They find the barge immediately. I mean, there were other ways for them to hit 8. They did have an animal fair. They actually didn't have that much money. I mean, the stockpiles were very good. That's the thing. That's so sad. So the other thing that they could have, and I mean, I guess I could have gone harder for stockpiles at the beginning, though I don't know. It's not like I was just avoiding them. I didn't draw my groom. I didn't. That part was a little sad. Okay, so we're basically, maybe we're getting back into here. So like around about this point. We have at this point, I went province duchy here, which still feels pretty necessary. I guess the other option here is to go ahead and take the estates, right? Like I just chose not to play the grooms to gain the estates there. I mean, we could do that and then we could still just play it all about the same. You do need to trash something for some money. That's the most. That's the 1, 2, 3. That's maybe the most. I guess the other option is to. We could gain catacombs first. Here's a couple of things that I did not think of in the game, but that which may possibly give us more money on this next turn. Or more gains. But also is a little worse for our draw. So there's we got good vagrant hits again. So alright. We now have more we now have more estates. But we still had a money issue, right? That we're gonna have to figure out some way. We actually don't need this estate, right? So we should probably take like cash. Because we have all the estates we need. Now we just need the 18 points from the province port duchies, right? So now we just need the $28. Okay. So the other way to make more money here, I don't know. Do we need this scrap? The other way to make more money here was to play the forager. How many cards? We got 5 cards. There is a horse in there. Not sure we're gonna make it all. To be honest, we have to play this before because we have to get these back into the deck, and then we're gonna have a real problem with draw potentially. We didn't find the horse, which would have helped. So we're at 3 short here. But if we find the horse before we get there for sure, maybe we can change. New idea. We go back to here. This still doesn't work though, right? We can't draw the stockpiles this way. We have to play the rogue first. But we can still change something, I think. We can scrap a silver. I'm not sure we actually need it. I didn't count it out. We're going to find out if this works. We still don't find the horse in time. But we did get another buck. I think the last card is a silver. Not even sure why there's a copper in the... Oh, that was just in my hand. Well, we're coming up short here, though. We're giving ourselves a shot at it anyway. $2 short. Okay, so that didn't work. The other thing we can try instead of plus card here is and this actually does work. I think. No. Apparently we just need a silver somewhere. Here I thought we had so much money. Or so much more money. Now I'm just poking at the now I'm just poking at the RNG. The only other thing we could do is try the scrap. Like if we go card action, silver, and if we draw the horses, if we draw one of the horses, maybe it works. I'm not sure. I don't think it even work. I don't think it is even possible actually. You need the +3 cards from the barge. But like the other like candidates for the We can also just wait a long time on the forager to see if there's like more information there that we can use. But we don't even get to the, this is like horse silver. Yeah. So that doesn't even get there at all. We could try and trash the copper. I don't know if that may be net money. This again doesn't work unless we find the horses. There is another silver in here, I believe. So I believe this does technically give us a shot at working. All right, well, this line is not that promising, though it does some stuff. There are probably some points to get animal fairs. I don't know. I don't want to probe it too much more. I'm not feeling like I'm seeing much here. This is a really cool board, though, I will say. I mean, the engine is quite interesting. I mean, we can go way back in time and, like, totally rethink how we want to pursue this stuff. Like, I mean, even here we could already start taking, whoops, I'm doing the thing I messed up again. Well, that's one thing we could change. We could just not delay the necropolis, even though that's like pretty clearly good. Like we could just go stockpile vagrant, despite that being probably not the play. Just to have more stockpiles. I don't know how good that is actually, but this draw was no good. This draw was pretty good. AI still, of course, going very quick. We could save the horse, or not save the horse, but, you know, hold it back. Our trashing is just so slow here. The AI is not slow at all. This is like way worse even, right? Than what we tried to do before. So the AI doesn't have as many foragers, so like something has changed a little bit. But they're still greening quite well. Quite quickly anyway. We could stop here. It would be some ways better. pretty clear the AI is on a different on a different RNG kind of path than they were before. And Necropolis is nice. Like that much is fairly clear. So somehow we knocked the AI off whatever their typical path was with we changed the shuffle, but it's not necessarily that exciting of a story. I mean, now we have this like super massive engine. But this is mostly just on the back. I mean, the main reason we got to do this first. The main reason this is actually doing anything at all is that the AI is just I think this just wins if we just play the animal affairs. I'm not gonna count it, but it's like a lot. It still isn't like that fast. I'm so conflicted about this deck and like how to make it actually run. I just don't know. And I feel like I should know, but I super don't know. Go heavier, heavy forger. I don't know. Would have been cool if we could have actually I'm gonna have 5 here regardless. Wait, why did I play the Necropolis? Oh, that was delayed. Okay. Makes sense. this is a credit to this board of how interesting I think it is, because I'm playing it like over and over here. I don't know. Can I get this? This many foragers is not looking too promising, to be honest. Alright, I don't even think I want to finish playing this one. Maybe a scrap. Like, what are we doing? We can't get the stockpiles back here. We didn't afford a rogue. I probably should have bought a rogue, right? So then we go, but it still only gets us like a little tiny bit back, because there just aren't that many in there. And of course we could have done the forager stuff a little differently. I guess the foragers are just like really bad now. But we don't have any money. The reap is really stupid. We could just buy another animal fair straight up. Oh, we played all the stockpiles, so now the stockpiles are just gone forever. So long, stockpiles. We hardly knew ye. That's not very good, probably. Alright, new plan. Didn't even get... This is our worst run yet. We might still win, but it's really bad. Did get to set up this, I guess. I give up. Alright, thank you for watching me flounder around. I do still think this board is awesome. Maybe I wish there was like a little less good of a money strat, but the engine is really interesting with delay. I'm not getting it all right. Some of it is shuffle, some of it is play order stuff, but it's definitely something you could spend a lot of time tweaking and figuring out. And it's good. It has a lot of lessons as far as gain and play, and just there's a lot of stuff here. It's very nice. So I hope you enjoyed watching me mess around with the kingdom. And I will see you all tomorrow.